Alright, Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakal Kodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And Shalom to the Akim out there preaching his word in truth and sincerity. So I just wanted to do this brief video on this article I just came across. And as you can see, it's titled Tech Giants Now Pushing Anti-Knowledge to Keep Humanity Dumbed Down and Trapped in Mental Prisons. Because that's exactly what you see going on, and the article is going to pretty much go into it. All right, it says, far from helping people assess knowledge and facts, search engines like Google now push anti-knowledge, the opposite of knowledge, in order to keep people dumbed down. The evil tech giants are now systematically deplatforming all channels and sources of real human knowledge, awakening, and truth for the topics that really matter. The only information that's allowed to be found on Google, Wikipedia, iPhone apps, YouTube, or Twitter is anti-knowledge or false facts that defy reality and indoctrinate the masses to believe in delusions rather than see what's really happening in the world around them. And that's exactly how you see what you see going on now, because everyone, like when the measles thing was being pushed on the news like real heavy. All right, when you would go into Google and try to search up stuff about vaccines and this and that, well, the most of the information that would pop up would be stuff that's telling you that vaccines are actually good for you. All right, telling you that that's the science so called behind it. All right, backing it up, and all these other things like the article is going into. Whatever you search for, you're not going to get the real facts. You're going to get the false information. All right, because you had the whole little that little time period where they was pushing fake news, this and that, and that's why they started seeing you started seeing Facebook say they're going to start pushing the fake news down at the bottom so you don't find it. They're gonna be more strict on how the different news and stuff is placed on their site. Same thing with Google and all these other platforms like it's going into. All right, the reason they're tightening it up more so or being more strict on the information that's coming out is because they don't want people to wake up to the truth. All right, they want you to be like the article is going into. They want you to stay dumbed down. That's why when you see people now in society, you ask them questions or you talk to them, they don't really know anything. Why? Because the information or sources they go to for their information is not accurate. All right, and these people, they don't really do diligent researches to look into information, and they don't know how to discern false information from real information. All right, they just solely believe anything that's thrown in front of them. You definitely can't have that type of mind frame the times that we're in. All right, in this day and age, you're being lied to left and right by a so-called white man, so you can't believe really anything that he says. You have to double check, triple check, you know, just quadruple check everything damn near that you look into. All right, because there's so many lies out there. But I'm gonna grab one scripture real quick and then finish off the article because it's short. This is Proverbs 14 and 15. The simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his going. And that's exactly the masses of these people in the world. They're simple, all right. They're sottish children, all right. Especially 2/3 of our people. You believe everything that the so-called white man pushes in front of you, everything that he tells you, all right. Everything your doctor say to you, all right. Here it is, just with with diets and herbs and stuff like that. Your doctor will tell you that you taking care of yourself, all right, being your own physician, so to speak, taking herbs and whatnot, looking it up for yourself and healing yourself. They'll tell you not to do that, but then what do they tell you to do? Take their so-called medicine, which is really drugs. All right. Yet the simple of our people and everybody else in the world, all right, they believe all of that. Okay, just like everything else that's thrown out in the news. When they told you to get the fact, when the measles was a big deal, they tell everybody to go get a double dose shot or a reboot shot, whatever they want to call it. All right, everybody believed that and went to go do that solely off the fact that Esau told them to do that. They didn't research into it to see if it was really necessary. All right, They don't. Nobody looks into anything. They just believe everything that they're told. All right, that's why it says the simple believe of every word. All right, but the many Yahweh Bashem Yahushai who are prudent men, they look well to their going. All right, we look into everything. We discern. We have discernment. All right, we can discern the false information from the accurate information, because now it's going to be just more and more disinformation being pumped out on all these different platforms like this article is going into. All right, and you're going to just see it being more and more strict as time goes on. So I'm gonna finish off the article because, like I said, it's short. So we jumping back into it. It says, in other words, on every topic that matters: science, medicine, vaccines, climate, history, politics, biology, culture, and more, big tech systematically suppresses useful knowledge that might empower humans and replaces it with anti-knowledge that keeps people dumbed down and trapped in mental prisons. We are now living in the age of anti-knowledge that's pretending to be the age of information. And that's crazy because this is supposed to be, like I said, this is supposed to be the age of information. Yet, all the information that when you try to look it up for yourself, they're trying to cut you off from all the information that's really out there. All right, and present you with the anti-knowledge. Stuff that isn't really good information, man. It's disinformation. That's the age that we're in, because they're being more strict on everything, saying that it's fake news, or that's false information. That's not a valuable source, so called, as they like to say. All right, and it's these big tech things that these big tech companies that people go to for a source of information, like Twitter, Facebook, Google, YouTube, you know, stuff like that, Wikipedia, and they're of course this article is a brief summary of it, yet you see it, if you've been watching, reading into different articles and seeing what's going on in general. All right, look at YouTube for a plain example. Now they changed it to go live, you got to have 1,000 subscribers. All right, there, and then with Facebook, like I mentioned, they're being more strict on what's popping up. They already said that in a while back. Same with Google. They're trying to be more strict on so what they label as fake news, and leaving it up to Esau to determine what fake news is. He's going to actually cut out what the real news is, and present you with the fake news, if anything. All right. But continuing on, it says, but the information is controlled, shaped, and twisted and engineered to dumb you down and keep you easily controlled with false narratives and fake facts. Google, Apple, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Wikipedia, Pinterest, and Snapchat are all enemies of human awakening, which makes them enemies of humanity. All right, because truth is treason in an age of deceit. And that's an accurate, saying. All right, the truth is treason in the age that we're in, because everything that the so-called white man pushes out now is nothing but lies and deceit. All right, so of course he's going to have an all-out war on truth in general. All right, because that's all the truth that's out here is really exposing him, and he doesn't like that. All right, he doesn't want that to happen. All right, this is yeah, I'm gonna just get this right here, just because it said is truth is a treason. How did it say it? It said, yeah, truth is treason in the age of deceit. All right. So this is Psalms 58 and 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb; they go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. All right. Now the lies that are being spoken into you, it's not only on the news, it's not only being presented on you on your TV. It's being presented on you everywhere. The internet, because that's where a lot of people go to for their information. Like the article is mentioning, all right, all those different social media platforms, all right, that's where a lot of people go to for their information these days. And now that information is being twisted and engineered to paint whatever false narrative the so-called white man wants to put out there, to throw in your face, just to keep you, like I said, to keep you dumbed down and keep you in a box, a dumbed down, a little small box where you're not thinking for yourself. You're being told how to think, so to speak. All right. And that's exactly how they want it to be. That's why they set up the school systems. That's why they got these news channels. All right. And everything else. So what? So they can tell you not to think, basically, and they're thinking for you. Or you need to do this or that. And then if you disagree with them, they're just going to try to persuade you to go with whatever they say, man. All right. Because Esau hates, he hates the truth. That's why he hates. That's why he's coming up. He's putting out. He's making it harder for this word to come out. Because this is ultimately what's really exposing Esau. All right. This truth, this word. All right. Because everybody is finding out who the so-called white man is, which is really Esau, man. All right. This is Galatians 4:16. Am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth? All right. So, like it said in the article, all right, that last little sentence, the truth is treason in an age of deceit. You become an enemy by telling the truth, and the truth is, ultimately this word which is exposing Esau, along with all this other information out there that exposes Esau too. All right, because that is true. What the real information, all right, as far as Esau, he's the one who's causing these different plagues to be spread out in the world. All right, he's the one who causes war. He's the one that's really the blame for everything. You know, Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Now, the masses of these people in the world, they don't know all of this. Yet, the men of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, all right, we know these things. And certain, truthers or whatnot, they know what the real truth is, all right, as far as what's going on. Yet, the masses of these people, they don't know that because it's Esau, he's making it harder to find out this real information, all right? So it's going to only be getting more and more, strict, so to speak. All right, because it's already been an all-out war for so-called fake news, and they're only going to continue to do more of that as time goes on. And we've been seeing that, like I said. All right, that's why the scripture says, "Am I therefore become your enemy?" And you are enemy to we're enemy to Esau. Literally, we are a threat because we bring out the truth. We're exposing him. All right. And that's why Esau he's being more cunning and deceitful as far as how he's trying to hide the truth now and call it so-called fake news, when really with the stuff the information he gives you, that's the fake news the whole time. Yet that's what you would expect the devil to do. All right, tell you what he's giving you is good when it's really bad. You know. So that's I just want to go into that article real quick. Because, like I said, this is the age that we're in. We are in the age of information, yet you have to know how to discern the information that you're looking through. Because it's really a lot of disinformation out there. That's why I said we're living in the age of anti-knowledge. Because all of the knowledge and information that's being presented to the masses of the people is really disinformation for the most part, yet they don't have the spirit on them to discern right from wrong, like we do. All right. So that's the that's why I wanted to go into this article, because that's exactly what it is. That's the reason why these people are so dumbed down or docile, because they're getting that anti-knowledge. They don't know the real knowledge from the fake knowledge that's being presented to them. All right. So with that, I want to give our praises again to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, double honor to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to all the Akim out there preaching his word in truth and sincerity. Shalom.